Losing this one a little bit to the right. Just didn't hit that solidly, but good miss. Carries 2 hybrids. That her 4 hybrid.
No. Just did find the very front of the green and releases to, all in all, a pretty good spot, isn't it?
With quite a big test. Close to 40 feet away, double breaking putt. Oh, you've seen a lot of people fooled on this first hole.
Yeah, not too good.
Yeah, that's a healthy 10-footer.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if anyone escaped this week without at least 1 or 2 3-putts. Going with a 5-iron. Trying to draw it in.
Yeah, a little too greedy.
This is Hinako Shibuno. Not a lot of green to work with, Judy.
Yeah, you really want to pop this up in the air with a little bit of spin.
How about like that?
Caught that fringe and actually helped it out.
Look at it still run away.
She does.
Confident.
Well, the putt she made on the 72nd hole to win at Woburn, the AIG Women's Open, it might still be going if it hadn't hit the back of the cup.
This hole, I think it's going to play a little bit shorter today because it's downwind. And if you can find the slot and maybe get a little hit and release.
And that was quite sensibly played because a number of players have tried to cut just a little bit too much off and ended up in trouble in those trees. So pretty smart.
Has to draw it around the corner. And I'm going to overcook that draw a bit.
Yeah, she's got in that bunker that we've just seen Megan Kang play from, and should be no problem for her.
Look out, they are not out of it. Maybe 1 of 5.
Now it's Shibuno.
That was a clean lie, a little bit of an upslope. And much easier to control that third.
Yeah, she'll have a really nice chance to get her round back on track and back to even par for the round and 7 under par for the championship.
She's made 10 birdies so far over 36 holes. How about that for her 11th?
Well, and she's been so consistent too. I mean, it's unlike somebody like Se-Young Kim that had made 12 birdies through the first two rounds.
And there is a significant amount of mud on her ball. This is 7-iron. And controlled that really nicely.
Not a lot of room for error.
No, and this is the longest, deepest green on the golf course.
And it has trickled all the way down to the bottom level there. Back out to the 7th with the leader, Shibuno, faced with his delicate little pitch back up to the flag at 7. And handles it pretty nicely, but it'll be a lengthy par attempt upcoming for Shibuno.
Dan, before Shibuno, Pat made a very nice par putt herself. Oh, and that's a rare miss. Shibuno has been pretty spot on the greens this week so far.
Shibuno opened up with a bogey and records her 2nd one at the 7th. So now the lead shrinks back to 3 over 4 other players.
That is a little left of where she wanted to go.
Wow. I wouldn't have thought she'd go that far left.
It's going to be fine if it just stays right there, which it is going to do. She's going to have a good look at birdie. And just left it out. And a bit of work to do.
At this point, you just go right at it. Swing hard, hope the mud flies off.
Yeah, that's the worst kind when it's got a little bit of dryness on it. It's caked, it's heavier, and it is a bigger factor. So Shibuno safely aboard.
And this would be her 12th birdie so far this championship. Little left to right breaking putt.
Just kind of straightened out at the very end.
Yeah, and she's left a couple putts a little short. Looking the whole way underneath the oak tree that's about 25 paces in front of her.
Don't want to get too cute trying to draw it too much and get away from me on the left.
Oh, no. That did get close to that left-hand side. She walked all the way up to the surface of the green to see just where she wants to land this. Overall, about a 25 pace shot.
What a shot.
That showed total control and confidence right there.
And cap off a beautiful up and down. Everybody misses them, but we are playing golf in December. That is a good thing. 11.
Shibuno's third. It came out a bit soft, but it is running nicely towards the hole. Good play. Only the second major championship ever to be played in December the 11th, and Shibuno for her par. Up and down from the bunker. Shibuno continues to lead at the US Women's Open, looking for a second major championship.
Oh, but she's come out of that high right.
Ooh, that's one where you would have wanted it to get into the bunker. Not much green at all.
There's that little impression. She just cleared it and stopped it in its tracks.
That worked out pretty well. Chiko Hattori, who won the U.S. Women's Amateur Championship back in '85.
All right, this for birdie for Shibuno.
Oh, goodness. So really a rarity to have a Japanese player win a USGA championship. 45 feet of green she has to work with. Cut that a little heavy, but that's totally understandable. 3-4 feet by.
I think she did pretty well with the pace.
The way she's playing, a bogey here or there is not going to hurt her.
And she will drop to 5 under. Shibuno over on the other side of the green.
No easy shot for her. No green to work with.
Played it
Oh,
absolutely magnificently. Almost drops.
she made that look so easy, and it was not at all.
She has created enough speed to get right through it, and it's not as consistent as you would expect, but she's made it look so simple today coming out of that dormant Bermuda.
And the smile is back on Cinderella's face. Really stands quite a ways away from the ball, especially with this driver.
And I've just been watching her alignment all day. She's just kind of tends to be left of what you'd expect, especially for a player that plays a draw.
Now we've got 4 under par. And here is Shibuno at 18.
And that's a hard hit 4 hybrid. Had a smattering of mud on the ball. When she visited the green, not much green to work with. Took a lot of sand out with that. Didn't have any spin on it.
Shibuno will have the 54-hole lead, but she will go into the final round at 4 under, just 1 clear of Amy Olsen after a